Okay, we're back here again today with another food challenge. This time, it's the one that you voted for, which was Carolina Reaper Fudge. The first time it was the Nitro Gummy Bear. Then the second time it was Sour Pickle Balls, which is supposed to be one of the most sour candies in the world. The Nitro Gummy Bear is supposed to be the hottest gummy bear in the world. So now we have supposedly, I'm sure it's true, but I'm just saying supposedly for the record, I haven't tried it yet, the hottest fudge in the world, which is made with Carolina Reapers. This comes from California Blazing Chili Farms. I found this on Etsy, from their store on Etsy. But it also says, please like us at facebook.com/California Blazing Chili Farms. So those of my Californian friends, you can, we got something from your neck of the woods today. I believe that they're in Acadia, which is actually close to where my brother-in-law, my niece, and my nephews live. But anyway, okay, so it says California Blazing Chili Farms, Carolina Reaper Milk Chocolate Fudge. Star, this is a warning. This is not for the faint of heart. Start with a bite and let it consume you from within, if you dare. So I do dare. They were also nice enough to send a free sample of ghost pepper pineapple candy. So we'll try that first. I've got here today, we have Land Shark. I have one whole beer in here and 2 more Land Sharks here in case it's needed. So anyway, this is 4 ounces of chocolate that they gave me, which was the least amount. I'm not going to eat all 4 ounces, but I'm going to eat a nice, decent sized square. Anyway, let's start off with the pineapple candy. Cut this open. Okay, let's see here. Let's get a nice, generous piece. Bring it up to the camera so you can see. They're just little, like, lumps of sugar, it looks like, with, I'm assuming, pineapple juice and ghost pepper in it. So, here we go. Immediately, I feel the tingle on my tongue. Doesn't really taste that much like pineapple. It tastes actually more savory than that. Not so sweet as you would think. As I'm swallowing, I can definitely feel it right here in my throat. So, that is very hot. It isn't sweet like you would think, though. It's more savory, almost like an umami kind of a thing going on. Like, this tastes like, what it reminds me of is when you're, like, grilling meat, and there's those burnt bits on the outside. It tastes like that. Not in a bad way, in a good way. It tastes more like browned meat to me than it does like a sweet candy. But overall, it's pretty good. Anyway, I don't want to just sit here for 5 minutes sucking on a piece of candy, so I'm going to take that out for right now, but that is definitely hot. Nowhere near as spicy as the Nitro Gummy Bear. It's tolerable. It is very spicy, but it's just a little bit beyond what I would call like a pleasant spiciness that's like tolerable. I mean, it is tolerable, but it's far from the spiciest thing I've ever had. Have a sip of beer, cleanse the palate. Okay, so let's get to the Carolina Reaper Fudge. Please, if you're interested, find them on Etsy, or I don't know if they sell through their Facebook page, but please support these companies. All right, it's kind of wrapped in a plastic and it was vacuum sealed. Looks like it probably got a little melted in transit. I'm just looking for the edge of the plastic so I can peel it back. All right, let me slice this down the edge here. Just can kind of open it up from one side. I slammed, if anybody's wondering about the Band-Aid on my finger and why I'm not getting the pointer involved, is because I slammed my finger in the dryer this morning, putting some clothes in for my wife. Okay, so this is 4 ounces worth of the Carolina Reaper fudge. I'm going to take a nice big square. I got my Ginsu knife. Ginsu! All right, let's cut off a nice big square here. It says take a bite and see how you react, but what fun is that? So I'm going to stick a nice, decent chunk. Here we go. A nice, decent chunk in my mouth. So, I guess, smelling it, it smells like milk chocolate. That's all I smell. It smells just like milk chocolate, like fudge or something. I don't detect any hint of pepper at all. So we'll see how this goes. It's good. Up front, I'm getting fudge. Sweet, obviously. Oh boy. Now the heat's kicking in. Oh. But I promised I'd eat this whole piece, so. Immediately my eyes are watering. Right off the bat. It burns the back of the throat very badly. I'm going to finish chewing this. And then I'll talk a little bit about what's going on. Nose is running. Okay. So, nose is running, eyes are watering. I gotta take a sip. Now, the Nitro Gummy Bear, there wasn't as much immediate heat. It feels good to drink something. Oh my goodness, it's lingering on my tongue. Oh. The Nitro Gummy Bear was more of a lingering heat. It wasn't so immediate and upfront as this. It is very, very hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It burns so bad. It's the back of my tongue that really, really hurts. That's where the pain is coming from. Oh my goodness. Ow. Oh my goodness. My nose is running something awful. And my tongue is numb and it hurts. My eyes are watering too. Oh my goodness, that's spicy. No wonder they say take a bite. and see how you react. I could see why. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. That is very, very spicy. The pain on my tongue is starting to subside a little bit. I'm starting to feel like I did with the Nitro Gummy. That kind of real heavy feeling in my stomach. That's starting up a little bit now. I have to say, it was delicious up front. All you taste is fudge. And after, when you eat fudge or something chocolatey, it tends to melt in your mouth a bit. So what happened is it kind of coated everything. Now, the roof of my mouth, everything else feels fine, but it coated my tongue. So as soon as it started to melt, I got that feeling. It was already very painful, and I still had a mouthful of chocolate to chew up. So, if you buy this, heed the warning when it says, start with the bite and let it consume you from within if you dare. I see why they say that. Unlike the Nitro Gummy, which was not as much upfront heat, it lingered a lot longer, I think, than this, but this is starting to fade already. Still have a very spicy feeling on my tongue, but this is instantly in your face hot. Overall, I would say that this was spicier than the Nitro Gummy Bear. Once again, given the choice, I would definitely do the Nitro Gummy Bear again, rather than do this again. Here's the difference. This was delicious up front. This tasted really, really good up front. It was like a perfect fudge. So I'm assuming that they home make their fudge. I'm not positive. I know that this farm grows their own chilies, but I'm not sure if they make the fudge from scratch. I will send them a message and I will get that answer, but the fudge is delicious. However, this is a lot spicier and a lot more in your face and a lot more painful, I think, than the Nitro Gummy Bear. So, the spiciest food I've tried yet, hands down, Carolina Reaper Fudge from the California Blazing Chili Farms. This was very hot, very, very uncomfortable, and almost immediately, at first you're like, oh, that's really good. It's fudge. And then as it coats your tongue, it's like, oh, I'm starting to feel that tingle. And then before you know it, by the time you've still got about half of it left in your mouth, you just want to swallow it because your tongue is already on fire. And I could not hold out. Now, if this was a similar challenge to the Nitro Gummy Bear, where you had to go 5 minutes without taking a drink, I don't think I could have. I could have gone 5 minutes. As you saw, I almost immediately went for the beer. I had to. So, spiciest food ever, Carolina Reaper Fudge. Thank you all. Your donations help fund this. I have, with your donations, I bought myself a nice pop screen for my microphone, and I bought some new goodies, which hopefully will make this episode of my show a little bit better and more special. As always, I'm always trying to raise the bar and make a better and better show for all of you. So thank you for that. You've financed this challenge here. I will put a poll up shortly after the episode airs to see what you would like to see in the next food challenge. But thank you all for watching, and thank you for the donations. Like, share, and subscribe.